Pacquiao! $146.8 for the Pac-Man, 146.8 for Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao.
That's our job. That's our job, to entertain the crowd, to give you a good fight.
Floyd Mayweather weighs in 72.9 kilos, 72, 900, 160.38 pounds.
Feel about this? Well, I've been here so many times before, and just the atmosphere, the people, it's a great turnout, and I truly believe it's going to be a great event.
Floyd Mayweather had a heated first fight with Manny Pacquiao prior to their rematch, which created a lot of tension.
From Manny, now Manny has a lot of experience, you know, at the highest level and competing at the highest level, and that makes this that much more interesting. But like I said before, there's no blueprint on how to beat Floyd Mayweather, and he can tell you that himself. You're gonna have to take the whole room together. You're gonna have to put the whole world in the ring to beat me. I'm the best. Don't let them trick you into getting your ass whooped again.
He's older than me.
Oh, okay.
I'm still young, so and I'm always active with this sport. So what I have done and accomplished in boxing, I think it's one of a kind, because to get a 8 different weight division is not that easy.
Manny appeared to be totally prepared, calm, focused, and ready for another high-stakes encounter.
I'm back it because of boxing is my passion. I miss boxing, and I'm so thankful to God, because until now He gave me the strength, keep me safe, and give me good health. That's why Manny Pacquiao is still here, and I'm back.
Woo! The last man who said I'm back was Michael Jordan. He came back and he won 3 titles. Are you channeling some of that?
Well, this comeback is dedicated to the Lord my God that I'm serving. I'm excited to the fight. I'm really hungry to win again the fight and give the fans a good fight. And I know, and I know the fans, they're waiting for a good.
We already know that there were speculations that this fight would be cancelled, but the boxing scene confirmed it, claiming on X that Mayweather committed to a legitimate match. Manny Pacquiao informed boxing scene on Tuesday that Floyd Mayweather Jr. has publicly accepted that their September 19th rematch will be a professional fight. Insider Lance Putnam also adds that the fight is now officially on, confirmed as a professional combat rather than an exhibition, with Floyd finally agreeing to conditions and stepping forward to clinch the deal.
Pacquiao says the fight is on. Right? So we've been discussing this every day for the past couple weeks, because I think Mayweather is a brilliant marketer and has been able to get us to do that. And he's saying, you know, this is going to be an exhibition, that it's not going to be at the Sphere. Meanwhile, apparently he was already signed contracts that already had some upfront money, and Pacquiao's response was always, well, you have a deal. You can't get out of this. This is a real fight. There's no reason to have an exhibition, which I think a lot of insiders would agree. But now we understand yesterday there was a deadline given by Team Pacquiao and Pacquiao Promotions, but we have a fight, right, Lance?
Correct. Manny Pacquiao reached out to me yesterday. We talked on WhatsApp, actually, and he said the fight is on. Floyd has come to the table. Everything's fine. We're good to go. I know Floyd has come out with a statement today saying not everything's done. And I'm not gonna look. I used to work for them, so I'm not gonna call fight hype Floyd's mouth.
Manny says that Floyd has no way out, emphasizing the importance of a professional rematch for him and declaring his intention to teach Floyd a lesson in the ring.
He had no way to get out of that. He has to fight. Yes,
Is it going to be an exhibition or is it going to be a sanctioned match?
No, sanctioned match.
Awesome. Manny, are you happy that you're going to get the second opportunity? It seems like you guys are going to actually get in there again. Are you very excited to redeem yourself?
Yeah.
I know you spoke a lot about you were injured in the first fight and all, but what would this win mean for you in particular? Personally, you've accomplished so much, 8th division world champion and all. So what would a win over Floyd mean to you?
Oh, this is very important. I want to give him a 1.
Is it a bragging rights thing for you, Manny? Like you can prove you're better than him? You can prove you're better than him? Is that what this is? It's about still showing you're better than him?
Teach him a lesson. I don't know, I think so.
Okay.
Hey, how do you like the new gym? You own now the Mayweather gym, now it's the Pacquiao gym.
Oh, I like it, I'm excited.
I heard the Mayweather promotion CEO say that if you guys have a successful rematch, there could be a third one. Manny, are you open to a trilogy?
What is that?
With Floyd, are you open to a trilogy? If they demand it.
We'll finish first.
Manny Pacquiao has resumed to training under coach Freddie Roach, indicating that he is serious about preparing for the fight. Pacquiao said he will resume training at Roach's gym, focusing his dedication to preparation, honing his conditioning, and returning to peak form ahead of the anticipated rematch.
So soon I'm going to start training for Mayweather fight. Yes.
Floyd, according to Robert Garcia, is not working hard enough. At the same time, Manny is completely committed, running in the mountains, training hard, and pushing himself through tough sessions to stay in elite shape.
Mayweather, people think, oh, Mayweather's out of shape, he's not training. I'll bet you deep in, behind curtains, that was doing workouts. That's just to be in shape, to be able to box for 12 rounds. Mayweather's not killing himself in sparring. He's not killing his legs in fucking running. But I bet you he's doing workouts that are not gonna kill his legs and are not gonna fuck him up when it comes to sparring. But I bet you he'll be in shape for the fight, and I bet you he'll win by decision.
You think Mayweather decision? Manny's motivated.
Manny's burning himself out. Too much runs like a fucking true champion does. But he's 48.
Mayweather's older, Robert.
Yes, but he's not doing the same workouts that Manny's doing. Manny's showing it to the world. Manny's running in front of 50.
But he looks good when you watch.
He's running hard, and he's gonna. His body can't take that much. His body can't take that much. Mayweather knows his body can't take that much. That's why he's doing different trainings to be in shape, but to be able to perform and to be fast and to win a decision.
Jose Ramirez, who trained alongside Manny Pacquiao during camp, praises Manny's ability to remain sharp and dangerous in the gym. He claims Pacquiao would frequently knock out sparring partners during training sessions, demonstrating that his power has not waned with age. Ramirez explains that Manny follows a rigid schedule, running every day to stay in peak physical shape and endurance.
Kept I had with them, I was his mate. I mean, I was going, 8-round sparring sessions, dude.
What does Jose Ramirez learn from Manny Pacquiao when you're in camp with him 3 times? What did you pick up from him?
Honestly, his work ethic, and then
the best work ethic.
The best work
no
ethic,
days off, no light days.
Every morning we used to get together and run. Even on sparring days, he runs.
With 20, 30, 50 people, even in
man, he has he has a lot of support out there.
That's amazing. It's like a movie. It's like Rocky.
We would go to the mall, and just because people knew we were his sparring partners, they wanted a picture with us. So
he's the man.
He had a lot of fans.
He's so humble, though. He doesn't know he's Manny Pacquiao. Very down to earth.
There was always like a crowd of 25 to 40 people outside the gym. from ladies
nice
to kids,
he
just waiting
gives
for
them
him.
money and
He's gonna give them all money before he walked in.
yeah, he's very
You know?
generous.
And
He's very humble. He doesn't let the fame change. Like you never let the fame change you or nothing. You're the same person I met when you were a kid. But what did you learn boxing-wise besides work ethic? Is there any punch you learned? Is there any defensive moves?
Pacquiao's sparring sessions continue to highlight his persistent drive and exceptional skill. Ramirez emphasized Manny's intense approach to each round, treating practice like a genuine fight. His striking strength remains formidable, frequently leaving sparring partners unable to complete sessions as training heats up. Pacquiao's consistency proves that he continues to perform at a world-class level, combining speed, timing, and explosiveness that concern even younger fighters. The way he stays sharp in the gym demonstrates not only his dedication, but also his long-term capacity to perform at the greatest level. For observers, Pacquiao's training reflects his championship mentality, demonstrating that age has not affected his competitive edge or fighting spirit.
Pacquiao always, what made Pacquiao very dangerous is that, you know, he was very explosive. So there was punches that he just throw, you know, he just throw, and all of a sudden, boom, boom.
Yeah, you don't see him coming.
It was that unexpected power. But it was put together by a combination of punches too. So
his feet set
you
it
know,
up.
He had a heavy hand, so he used to snap his punches really good and pinpoint his shots really good. So he used to go to the top, body back to the top, and the second one would just boom, one punch.
What's the craziest thing you've seen him do in the gym, now sparring partner? Not you.
Oh, brother, he you know, I was lucky not to get hit by one of those left hands, but he dropped.
Everybody.
Every camp, he would drop one fighter, one sparring partner.
And that's
like
it.
Clean.
And they don't come back next camp.
Well, you know, he dropped a couple in the Philippines, so they...
Paulie Malignaggi, Chris Algieri, and Lance Pudmire discussed the continued uncertainty surrounding the Floyd Mayweather-Manny Pacquiao rematch, focusing on how talks and public pronouncements have caused confusion. Pudmire points out that Floyd never officially acknowledged anything following earlier rumors of an exhibition fight. Pacquiao insisted that the fight be a legitimate professional contest or it would not take place. The talk focuses on Pacquiao becoming more vocal in pushing the narrative forward, even revealing developments. Floyd stayed characteristically mute.
Pacquiao made announcements.
Malignaggi believes that this circumstance parallels Mayweather's previous actions, in which even journalists like Pudmire were unsure while attempting to obtain direct confirmation from him. Floyd's unconventional communication style frequently keeps people wondering until the final moment. Algieri says that Mayweather's negotiating strategies are highly competitive, as he rarely compromises with his opponents. Instead, he prefers to manage the situation and ensure his victory. This approach is applicable not only to the ring, but also to debates, business transactions, and public perception. This perspective explains why gaining understanding about the fight has taken time. Despite the ambiguity, the panel agrees that the conflict was always unavoidable. They think that once Floyd decides he is completely prepared, he will make it official in his own way. Until then, they suggest patience, since this lengthy procedure is typical of Mayweather's approach, which frequently involves clever scheduling and public relations techniques to generate anticipation for his pronouncements. Manny Pacquiao questions Floyd Mayweather's self-proclaimed GOAT status, claiming that being undefeated does not necessarily equal greatness. He argues that numerous fighters have retired undefeated. Therefore, his claim is not unique or historically unmatched. Pacquiao instead emphasizes his accomplishments, claiming that he is the only boxer to have won world titles in 8 classes and been a champion in 4 separate decades, the 1990s, 2000s, 2010s, and 2020s. He underlines that these successes speak for themselves, without the need for self-praise. Despite this, Manny remains humble, stating that he likes to let fans decide his legacy rather than establishing it himself. During the prospective rematch, he makes his position plain. He is not interested in an exhibition. Pacquiao says that if the fight occurs, it must be a true professional combat in which both fighters take risks and compete.
Defeated fighter, and you are.
Yeah.
What I can say is like he's a self-proclaimed GOAT.
Right.
Self-proclaimed GOAT because he can't even claim in which part that he can claim that he's the only. He cannot claim that he's the only undefeated fighter who retired. There's a lot of fighters, at least more than 15 fighters who retired undefeated. So, but I can claim with some of those. The only 8 division and the only fighter who became a world champion in 4 decades, 4 different decades. 90s, 2000, 2010, 2020. So, but I'm not raising my own chair. I let the fans decide.
Your chair high. Your chair is high already.
I mean,
that's it.
And you came 1 point away from having a belt in the 2020s. Oh no, you already had a belt in the 2020s.
2020, yes. Sir.
Yeah. So, pardon me. Yeah.
Yeah. Sir.
Sorry. Yeah.
So that's 4 decades. You know,
yeah, it's pretty good.
Jez Mather argues that with so much money at stake, neither party is likely to back down, especially given the tremendous possibilities associated with a global platform like Netflix. He highlights Floyd Mayweather's ultimate concern for financial incentives, and once the scope of the deal is known, the process should go quickly. Mather explains that discussions are currently being handled through solicitors rather than directly with Floyd, which has added complexity to the process and made it more difficult to achieve a quick agreement owing to the layers of communication required. Despite some back and forth and delays, he claims progress is being made and that all sides are working toward a solution. A rigorous deadline has been established, generating a sense of urgency to complete the agreement. Mather remains optimistic that better judgment will triumph, thinking that the financial benefits and worldwide exposure will persuade Floyd's team to commit. However, he understands that if the terms are not met, he may consider alternate options and legal action, such as requesting mediation or pursuing litigation to safeguard his interests.
And all that Floyd needs to see is, you know, whoever is managing or representing Floyd today, I personally...
It's hard to keep track.
It's hard to keep track. I don't know what's going on over there.
Have you been in negotiations over the past week since Floyd started backtracking?
The attorneys are.
So you, not and
directly.
Who are they? They're dealing with Floyd's attorneys, not Floyd, correct?
Correct. We're dealing with attorneys. I mean, he's communicating with some of the other the production partners and such. There is direct conversation and stuff happening, but they just have to see the light as to the platform and the size of what Netflix is and what all opportunities it can bring.
So, Jazz, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
What is the deadline? Obviously, Netflix already announced that you have to, what is the hard deadline to get this resolved?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, what time?
14th. End of business day.
End of business tomorrow.
Yeah. And we're getting ahead. We're getting ahead. As long as he's got smart people around him that can see the size of the opportunity, then they can make him a lot of money, more money than he's made in the last.
Wade Plemon believes there is a definite risk with a bout like this since it is based on the concept of two GOATs. Referring to Manny Pacquiao, an 8-division world champion, he points out that, despite their enormous names, both fighters are past their prime. He argues that Pacquiao, despite being 46 years old, looked good versus Mario Barrios, demonstrating that he can compete at some level. Floyd Mayweather, on the other hand, has remained active in numerous exhibitions, including fights with Logan Paul and John Gotti III, and continues to have superb reflexes even when the competition is different.
This is supposed to be the two GOATs, like Manny Pacquiao, 8-division world champ. What are we talking about? And he doesn't necessarily look like that, but I will say Manny looked decent enough. I get 46 years old versus Mario Barrios, so he still got it at least to some degree, and we've seen Floyd in these exhibitions, you know, with Leah Gotti's stepbrother. If you know, you know. John Gotti III. We've seen him against Logan Paul. We've seen him in these Deji, these exhibitions where he still has his reflexes. He still can fight, but oddly enough, this might be a hot take. When I watch it this second time around, you know, Manny had the shoulder issue the first time in 2015, and they were still at the top of boxing, but their skills were fading. But this time around, them being a little older, a little slower, you may get a better fight out of it. Not necessarily a better looking aesthetically or higher skilled, but you may get a better, just a generally better fight. And again, you do something like this because it was, at the time, and still is, the most watched behind pay-per-view fight ever. They generated $600 million, I think, or something like that.
Plemon believes that, while neither fighter is at their best, such as in 2010 or 2015, their fall may make the rematch more entertaining in a different way. It may not be the best of both, but it could be more exciting than their first encounter. He also underlines the enormous commercial value, pointing out that their original fight grossed around $600 million and was the most watched pay-per-view boxing event ever. The global reach may be significantly greater if a platform like Netflix replaced traditional pay-per-view models. While he understands concerns that boxing should spend more on developing new stars, he believes that if legends can still perform and bring large crowds, major fights have significance.
Netflix, which doesn't, I mean, yes, it has a paywall, but it's not pay-per-view behind that. you're going to get a lot of people that tune into this thing once again, just for that last go around, that last ride off into the sunset. So I listen, I don't think we're going to see anywhere near the skill that we would have seen had this been 2011, 2010 when it should have happened, but we still are going to get a decent enough fight. And I get both sides of the argument here when you're talking about, do we want to see it? Is it really good for the sport? Do we really need to see it? Are we going to have a better way of building the next generation of fighters to where we don't have to rely on these big one-off, exhibition type fights? I get all that and I hear it all, but I also think there's something to be said for if guys still have the ability, if they still are with it mentally and physically, and they still can draw a crowd, who's to say that we should stop them from fighting? It may not be the best look that this is who you get the biggest viewing numbers for, and that should be an indictment on boxing building its next generation.
That's all for today's video. Stay tuned. Until next time.